big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. When their Seahawks are introduced, we're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, yeah.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carson, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Carson, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now a give right side. Carson, and he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's go, baby.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. No pass. Twist. Slam.
Now a give right side. Carson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. Forced out, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Right. Move the team. Right there. 54 Mike. Bring it. Left hash.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased. Touchdown, Seahawks. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
50 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Jason Myers for the
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Mike 50. Let's go, Jack. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go, D. Here I go.
On first down, Wilson. He gets his running back, Procise. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Double time. 4 down. Watch 48. Watch 48.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wilson now operating from the gun. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Don't be mad. This is more where I came from.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Carson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made by Rasheem Green.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back. Check 3, check 3. Let's go. Kill.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
57. All you get is a headache. Jack. Watch out.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
14.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
380. 57. Go. Slam. Good.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Defense, let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
57.
Watch the backer.
Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it going.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Prosise, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, check.
Run left. Got it.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check.
There.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Carson takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Good guys, 4 down. Hey, 0.
You ain't going nowhere.
57. Mike, 50. Friday. One left.
Check 24.
Front left.
57's the mic. I got you. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Alert.
Now it's Carson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
Now Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Green 80.
50. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Good job right there.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. All day. Mike's 54.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Rip left.
Wilson to throw. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Treacherous